Hey guys, Oni here with episode 25 of our Dytech Factorio Let's Play, Season 3. Alright, so I'm feeling better. Still a little nasally or stuffy, but other than that, I'm feeling better overall. Last time, we ran into a bit of a setback because we failed in terms of trying to expand out towards the east because of these large spitters and this large concentration of biter bases right here that we kept aggroing, and basically they kept blowing up my walls, and I couldn't keep up with how fast they were spawning and coming to attack me. So my solution to that, or at least my attempt at a solution, is to start collecting these berserker, or specifically these berserker biter corpses, because I can use those. If you look at the recipe here, I can convert them with a little bit of sulfuric acid into the chunk of ruby, 6 bones, and 2 chitin. And I can use those chunks of ruby to make the raw ruby, which can then be used to make these silver ruby laser turrets, which I'm hoping will be at least enough of an improvement over the laser turrets, the regular ones, to where it will allow me to safely expand out to this area over here without being forced to take out this base right here. Because I don't think I can do that right now with my current gear without taking a massive amount of time to just whittle down the bases with the sniper rifle. So yeah, I don't want to have to do that. Okay, so I also upgraded my logistics robots to Mark 1s. If you see them flying around here, they're all the Mark 1s. I only had about 20 or so it wasn't a big undertaking to upgrade those guys. I also went ahead and came up, oh, I didn't come up with it, but I went ahead and put down a dump chest, or a couple dump chests. Basically what those are for me is that they are these active provider chests around my base where I'm most commonly at. And what I can do is I can come in here and put stuff in that I don't think I need right now, like the sulfur and this sapling. Anything I think I don't really need right now that I can come get later on, I put in this chest here, and basically what happens is, let's see, you'll see, the robots will come and take it out of this active provider chests, or this provider chest, and take it to the nearest appropriate storage area, or the nearest appropriate storage chest that they can find, and put it in there instead. So basically I dump it in here and it gets routed out to where it needs to be, or where it should be, or where it's best suited to be, according to the robots. So yeah, so let's get rid of some of this other stuff in here. I don't need this iron axe. I don't need this bundled wire right now. I don't need this iron stick. Everything else I'm okay with keeping for right now. Actually, I don't need that. Everything else I'm okay with. All right, so like I said, the plan is to start collecting these corpses. Now, there are a couple ways I can do that. I can, of course, just manually run over them and hold down F, or whatever you have bound to pick up your items, and just pick them up manually, which that's totally doable. I mean, look at all these corpses over here I haven't picked up yet. I could also do this. I could use the item collector, which, let's see how long it takes to make one of these. If I highlight, where is that at? The intermediates, you take how long to make? Not that long, half a second. And I already have all the materials, so it should be pretty fast. And I think the radius on this guy is like 35 or 35 or so, which is pretty big. So if I put it like right here, you should automatically start collecting stuff. Come on. I thought that was gonna work. Why are you not working? Do you need fuel? Here, have some fuel. This might be broken in this version. I'm not sure. Let's try to see if this, I mean, and there's corpses right here, so it should have picked it up. But if I put it right here instead, maybe? Let's put it like right in the middle of the field. Okay, maybe it's broken. All right. So I guess we're stuck doing it the manual way. We could also, actually what I'll do here is I'll put these gates up here so it makes a little bit more sense. I can convert the vanilla walls in place, but I cannot convert the Dytech walls in place. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 8 of them, so let's do 4. All right. So let's just run around holding on F. That'd be cool if I could have like an item that would increase my own pickup radius. That'd be convenient. And of course I can also do this. Let me just pick up the berserker ones at least. I can take my deconstruction planner and highlight all these, and they'll pick them up. But because there's so many of them, it kind of takes all the robots away from their primary duty, for a while, which is repairing any damaged walls that result from the constant biter waves that are coming. So one of the downsides of me doing this with such a limited amount of robots is that, of course, you know, I could lose a section of wall, or I could even, you know, lose a bunch of turrets, you know, faster than they could be replaced, because, you know, all my guys are busy doing another, you know, picking up this junk off the ground. But we have a lot of these biter corpses, so I'm actually pretty excited about how many turrets we're going to be able to make with this. Just want to kind of go around here and see where all the other concentrations of corpses are. That sounds so dark, but it is what it is. I can pick these guys up manually. I know the word manual in Factorio is like, heretic! He said manual in Factorio. We'll be alright. I know for a fact there's going to be a bunch down here. That's where I first started. Yeah, there's a bunch down there. Yeah. So I'm going to just kind of hold down F. Luckily, they're kind of all bunched up in little piles, so it's easy to pick up a lot at one time. And like I said, I'm really only focused on or concerned about the red ones right now. The other ones can be converted into byproducts, such as chitin, which I can use to make the chitin walls. But I think I said last time that the chitin walls are, while they're great, they're good and all. Oh shit! While they're good and all, I mean, I guess if I was getting attacked, you know, often enough, I could keep up with the supply. And I guess as long as, and because they have such a high health pool, that, you know, it wouldn't really matter if they get damaged a little bit, because the robots could repair it faster than they can kill it. So I guess, you know, it might be a good idea to start looking into maybe converting some of my walls, or at least putting another layer of wall down that is the chitin wall. That might be something we might want to do, just to add another layer of security now that the biter, now that the Emerald Kings are spawning, and they are going to be coming here pretty soon. So hopefully, with the addition of these better turrets, along with the possibility of putting down the better walls, we'll be all set as far as defense goes. But like I said, the primary concern, what's high on the list right now in terms of priority, is getting to that copper field. And then I think I might want to start focusing on getting this oil over here, because I have been running off of the 0.1 per second oil wells for quite a while now. And I'm worried that I'm going to run out of my reserves soon. I mean, I really don't have any crude oil stored right now. It's mostly just stored in heavy oil and light oil. And I've been cracking the light oil into petroleum. So that's been, you know, see how it's getting really low here? It's been dwindling down over time. So I definitely want to do that soon. Alright, so we got all these corpses, right? So if we put those in our storage area, because I do not think I should be worrying about giving these guys, or, you know, manually doing anything as far as the transport of these corpses. Just hold down control, select one category. The elder biters can be turned into, let's see, elder biters can be turned into sapphires. Sweet. And then once I'm done with military 7, I can also go ahead and get the next level of the laser turrets and unlock the, hopefully, I think the topaz is pretty soon, because I know that the topaz turrets, at least in the last version of Dytech, were the ones that had the longest range, for me at least. I may not have tried enough of them, but for me, it looked like the topaz had the longest range. I'll have to double check on that though. Okay, so basically all I need is some sulfuric acid and a berserker biter corpse, and in at least a tier 2, yeah, tier 2 assembly machine. Let's make a couple of these guys. I mean, I really only need one, actually, so I only need one per corpse type, I guess. And let's also clean up some of these holes, because after I moved a bunch of these, I think these are kind of not required anyway, not really necessary. Oops, that was necessary. Alright. Of course, I kind of shot myself in the foot here and putting this piece of pipe here. I could probably, pipe the ground Mark 1. I could probably get away. It's not a big deal. So let's find a place for this. Let's put it over here. So we'll put this guy like right there, for example. We'll say, I want you to go to intermediates, and I want you to turn the berserker biter corpses into the chunk of ruby, the bones, and the chitin. So I'm fine with having the output on the bottom. So now I got to get it some sulfuric acid. It's over here already. And it's already going out this way. And coming in over here, it looks like. Yeah. Where are you going? Oh, it's going down here towards the blue circuit production. So, I could probably just add another output for this guy. Or, I could do one of these guys where I just go underground right here and make a space for it. So let's do that instead. Let's go underground. Let's break this, this, and this. Okay. Now we have space, and we can just take a pretty high tier pipe. Do purple. Purple tier. And, oh, that's not going to work because it intercepts this guy. Ah. Crap. That sucks. Okay, so. Instead of doing that, let's do this. Let's do, let's see, what are we going to do? Let's do... I mean, really all I needed to do is get it sort of up and over here. So I can do this. I can go get a regular pipe. I already have 40 of those, so what am I doing making more? Let's go underground here. And let's see how far we can go. Pretty far. And this actually lines up perfectly. And I can use a blue pipe. Go from here to here. And now he has sulfuric acid. And now all he needs is some corpses. Sounds so dark. So let's grab a passive provider or a requester chest. And he's in the network, so this will work. Put it right there. So you are going to request the Berserker Biter Corpse, about 50 at a time. And I have 403, which is going to be awesome. Let's put a, let's try with regular inserters for the fact that I don't think this needs to be that fast. Plus they use less power. See how fast you can do this. Yeah, you're pretty freaking slow anyway, so. On top of the fact that I have the upgraded inserters, so he takes 3 out at a time. So, yeah, this is pretty slow. So I'll let this guy work. We'll go ahead and add a output chest, which will just be a passive provider chest. So it's part of the network. Put that guy right there. Actually, yeah, that'll work. And we'll use a fast inserter to make sure he gets all the outputs. Actually, you know, it could be regular. That's fine. There we go. Alright, so now we're getting a chunk of ruby, bone, and chitin. So, let's see. I mean, I don't predict this will fill up this chest at all, but it does make 6 bones at a time. So eventually I might want to set up a system that it filters out each item into its own separate chest. Or I could probably just make this a active provider chest so that it takes all the items, the robots come and take out the output and store them in my central storage area instead. But I'll be okay for quite a while. Alright, next step would be to process those gems into the appropriate gem type. See, it goes in this order, so I'm getting chunk of ruby, but I need raw ruby. And it's made in, and it doesn't really, you can't really see what it's made in, because they're all the same icon. So, logically, if I want to go from chunk to raw, polisher makes sense because you use polisher to make the polished gems. You're going to use the grinder, I think, to make the raw out of the chunks. Yeah, so let's try, I think it's the grinder. Let's try the grinder. We can of course verify this pretty easily. Put this guy down. He's a nice texture. Put this guy down. This is not the final spot, of course, but let's go ahead and say you make, okay, so you can only make chunks. You make chunks out of crushed. So I actually need the compressor? Yeah, there we go. Compressor is what makes raw gems. So, I want to leave this area open for the future processing of different types of corpses. So let's do our gem processing somewhere else. Let's see. We could probably just do it in this area here because you don't need, it's like you only need like 2 rows of it because it's so slow. And I don't predict that anytime soon I'll be doing like massive amounts of gem processing because they're so hard to get. All right, so let's just put this guy. He kind of has an awkward, you know, area of effect or influence or wherever I can put stuff and wherever I can grab stuff from. So say raw ruby. He needs 10 stone and chunks of ruby. So stone. Am I storing stone? Let's see if I'm storing any stone. I am. All right, sweet. So let's go with another requester chest. And let's see. This should work right there. Let's see. I want berserker. No, I don't want those. I want the chunk of ruby. At least like 20 or so at any one time. And I also want stone. That's what I said. Stone, at least 50 or so, because it takes more stone than it does. Yeah, it takes 10 to 1. So, and also this is not in the network. I know that. Let's put down another robo port. Not a Mark 1, just would be a regular vanilla one. Right there. And of course, I'll probably end up moving this guy around sometime. I just really want to get these guys processing and going. So, stone. Okay, you guys are bringing me stone. Sweet. All right, let's go ahead and put a regular... Oh, see, again, I can walk here, but I can't put a inserter here. That's kind of annoying. I think I have to input on... I mean, let's move this guy and see if I can do it... can I do it like that? If I put some power down... and I just drop something on the ground that you can use, like stone. Stone, Z. Alright, so that'll work. Down our requester chest again. And request stone, 50. And let's give you these chunks of ruby. And then you want to request those rubies as well. Chunks, at least 10 at a time. And he'll start going. Oh no, he needs more stone. There you go. Have some stone. Alright, he'll start going. He is very slow, which is why you usually have more than one going, but because I don't have more than one, and because my rate of input for these gems is pretty low right now, I should be okay with just one. And eventually, once I do have the input necessary to mass produce these guys, I'll probably expand out down here or over here somewhere with many more of these guys. So, he's going to run and give me these raw rubies. Let's give it a output chest, which can be a passive provider chest. And I think I can output from the bottom. So he needs power. Yeah, he can. As long as the guy like reaches out and tries to reach towards the machine, it usually means it's going to work. We can verify that right about now. Sweet. So it works. All right. So we are now getting the materials necessary to make the better turrets. Now, I am not even close to making one yet. It takes 2 per turret. But in time, this will fill up. And I can even put upgrades in this guy to make him even faster. But I'm not going to make those manually, of course. Let's try to see if we can make those automatically. So, if I want to make speed modules, it takes 5 electronic circuits, 5 everything. Done. So, let's see. Let's just get a regular assembler. I don't want to mooch off of anybody else's electronic circuit production. So, let's see. Thinking I might want to just do another separate set of production for electronic circuits. All right. So you need 3. I can only make 2. I can only make 2 per. So it's 3 to 2. So grab a couple more assemblers. Alright, let's see. Where can we mooch some copper and iron from? Well, copper's right here. And iron is down here. Iron is also over here, though. But then it's being turned into a single line here. I could do this. I could do... Actually, I think the circuits need iron themselves, so that won't work. No, that'll work. That'll work. We're good. So if I do one of these guys, if I say... Actually, you know what? That's not going to fit there. We'll do it somewhere else. You'll do it somewhere else. Man, I really wish I had more room. I mean, I know I have plenty of room down here, but I want more. All right. These guys are slowing down too. What's going on? What's the matter, huh? What am I low on? Nothing. You're just complaining about nothing. All right. Okay, so let's go for. If I want to do, actually, you know what? I'll do this. Give me 1 second while I plan this out first. All right, guys, we're back. All right, so came up with a little ratio of how many I want to make per minute of these speed modules. But real quick, you'll notice that I'm running into a problem right now of these. Ooh, that's. I'll let them sit there and be stupid. Basically, our problem right now, and that's fine. They'll just replace it. Is that I keep getting harassed by these elder spitters who are just, like I said, just outside of the range of my turrets. But I can use a sniper rifle here to take care of them from pretty far away. So that's my solution for them for right now. All right, just whittle him down, and he goes down. All right, so if I want to make the minimum amount of speed, I mean, because I don't need that many right now. For right now, I just want to be making them constantly. I don't want to make like tons of them. So the minimum amount that I can make per minute with the required assembler, which is a level 2 because this has 3 materials, and I can only use 2 materials in level 1, so I have to use level 2. With a speed of 0.75, that means I can make 3 of these guys per minute, which then translates to 15 of each of these materials per minute. So if I put down a, let's see, so I definitely need, let's see, do I have one on me? I do not have a level 2 assembler. So let's put these back because I'm going to need those. Grab a level 2 assembler. So I guess first thing we want to do is, like I said, I need 15 of each of these materials per minute. So I'm going to need 15 electronic circuits per minute. So 15 electronic circuits per minute. If I look at the, let's see, electronic circuits, 15 per minute. It's going to be about, that's pretty easy to make. So, I mean, that's only like 1 factory for each. So grab our, let's see. So copper cable, let's see, where do I want to put this stuff? Let's see. I'll put it right here. Actually, let's try to get the materials down here first. Let's grab our fast splitter, because that's what we're using for well, actually, now we're using a regular splitter. So let's grab a regular splitter. But we already have 13 of them. I don't know why I made one. So basically what I want to do here is split off, like I said before, I don't want to mess up that lava. So will this work without touching that? Sweet, it'll work. All right. So I don't think I need that much copper though. So I don't want to split off exactly half of this line to go for this, you know, speed module production. So we're going to stack up a couple of these splitters to achieve a smaller ratio or a smaller split. So if I do, let's see, I'm trying to figure out the positioning though, because it's kind of a tight fit right here. So I might have to do it on the right side. All right, so put that there, and we'll say, boom. So if I do like this, that would mean that 25% of the copper, if I take it from this line here, this line would have 25% of the copper on it, because it goes 50% here, goes to the right, 50% goes to the left. Half of that 50%, which is 25%, goes to the right, 25 goes to the left, and then it gets split back onto here for a total of 75% going this way, and then 25% going this way. So that should be enough. I mean, I might want to even less than that. So let's see. I mean, we'll try this first and see if that affects the production rates of our processing units heavily. Because I mean, as you can see, I'm already suffering in terms of, and that's just because my copper input's getting kind of low right now because I didn't get a chance to get that copper field over here. But that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to push towards getting the materials and technology necessary to defend ourselves well enough so we'll be able to get over there and successfully get that copper field. It looks like they're actually harassing my construction bots, which are then getting destroyed. That's annoying. You guys are assholes. My bots just kind of just take it. Do I have any poison capsules on me? Yes, I do. Forget you guys. Poison the hell out of you. Okay, that works pretty well. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and, anybody else left there? Let's go ahead and deconstruct that little section of wall there. So, I mean, I don't want my robots constantly trying to repair that when they're just going to destroy it every time. So get rid of that for me. At least for right now. Okay, so, back to this. Let's go ahead and take our section of copper here, and we're going to go underground there. Let's grab an underground belt. And, I mean, screw it. That lava's gonna be overrun anyway. Do I have more lava anywhere else I can use? Maybe somewhere. I don't want to mess up the lava. I take it back. So in order to not mess up the lava, let's turn to the left a little bit sooner. Like right there. Can I avoid lava this way? I guess I can answer that question by making one of these geothermal extractors. And seeing if it'll fit there when that piece of conveyor belt's there. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Oh, it fits. Sweet. All right, we're good. As long as I do this in this weird ass, turn here, which is bad for efficiency, but we're not really concerned about how fast we're going to be making these guys, so it's not a big deal for right now. Let's grab some more conveyor belts off of one of these lines over here. I should probably set up an automation, a little bit of automation for these belts and store them on the network so that I can just request them when I need them. I mean, I'm already requesting them, but I'm not getting any of them because I don't think I'm storing them. Am I storing them somewhere? It does not appear that I am storing any in any sort of mass quantity, so that's a no. Let's go ahead and stop running into things. And let's go to here. And I'm thinking I should probably be able to sort of wiggle my way around this lake here. I don't want to get too close inwards because it goes red, but I can just kind of hug the corners of the lake, or the edges of the lake. Of course, what's up with all these corpses on the line? All these corpses of my enemies. Alright. So that's going to be for the copper, and I'm also going to use that for iron as well. So let's see, the iron is right here, and the same thing for iron. I don't want that much iron coming off of this line to feed into here. But at the same time, I don't want copper coming in on both sides of the line. So I'm going to switch it over to one side, which is going to be the right side from this orientation. We're going to just do one of these guys where we come out and in. So now it's all going to be on the bottom side, or the right side. And we're going to do the same thing for the iron up here as far as getting a low ratio coming off of it. We're going to do 3 splitters to get 25%. So 1, 2, 3. If that's not 25%, somebody let me know. I'm pretty sure it is. And because I don't want to do a turn there, because I don't feel like it, do a splitter here. And we'll just join the line like this, so that we'll have a nice 2 lines set up for copper and iron. Go ahead and get rid of this excess copper on the wrong side down here. Alright, so we only need 1 of everything, so let's go ahead and do... let's see, can I fit you in? No, I can't put you on top of the water. So, put you right there. You're going to make copper cables. And then we'll do direct insertion to here, which will make these circuits. And direct insertion to the... Where's my blue one at? There it is. To here, which will make the speed modules. And because pretty much everybody needs everything, I mean, this guy doesn't need copper, but he needs iron, and he needs copper, and he needs copper and iron, so there's no problem just doing this. We're going to use fast inserters for the belt because inserters don't benefit from the inserter stack size bonus when they're picking up items off the belt, because there's only 1 item they can pick up off the belt at a time. It's not a container. It's just it's something that they slide across, basically. Not really a container. So grab our fast splitters. So these fast close or regular fast? They're regular fast. Let's put this guy right here, and we will do regular inserters just as a test for the direct insertion, because they do benefit from the bonus, because these guys here are containers. So you need copper and you need iron. So let's give you guys all some power, or at least try to. And you'll make that. We'll give it to him, and he'll make that, and he'll give it to him. How many do you need for this? 5, that's right. Alright, so he should be able to make 3 of these guys per minute. And the network does not extend down to here, which is not a big deal. But just for consistency, let's go ahead and put another roboport down here so it does extend to this area where we're going to have some level of production going on. But I want to make sure that... yeah, that's fine. I want to make sure that nothing's in this green area that's going to be repaired constantly by those bots when it's getting sniped by those big biters. They're just going to sit there and harass me from outside my range. Alright, so gonna make speed modules, and I'll put them inside of a passive provider chest as always. Which may or may not be a waste of red circuits, but my preference, so yeah. So, put this guy down here. Oops, rotate him a little bit, because we don't... that's not, is that right? That's right. Alright. Down some power for him, and he'll start storing it. Now, I really have no problem with filling up this entire chest full of speed modules. But I guess, for the sake of sensibility, let's go ahead and say you can do that when there's less than 500. Still a big number, but as the game progresses, you're going to notice that we're going to be using speed modules for a lot of stuff. So I don't mind having a lot of them stored up at any one time. Let's take these guys that are stored up right now. Let's wait for the... yeah, I'll wait for the fourth one. Because you can put... no, it's actually I only need 2. So let's grab these 2 out of these 3 and put them in our assembler that's making the gems. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. You can put 4 in here, but I'll put 3 in there for right now. It'll speed up just a little bit. 60% speed boost. Does boost up its pollution, though, I think. Doesn't that boost pollution? No, it just increases its energy production, or usage. Which our energy production's doing alright for right now. We are kind of pushing the majority of our good generators to their limit. I think this empty space here is including the possible production I could get out of my accumulators. So I may need to add some more power production, which I'm hoping I can just do in the form of solar panels, because hopefully by the time I'll need power will be after I have put down these extra turrets, and I'll be able to expand over here and maybe build a little solar farm over here. You know, nothing too fancy, just a little bit of a solar farm over here to get more power without producing more pollution. But that's going to wrap it up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. My name's Oni, and I'll see you next time.